for joining for another edition of Never Miss a Monday, where I try to provide thanks and encouragement to someone who deserves it. I heard a story the other day, and I'd like to share it with you all. It's a little bit long, so I ask you to bear with me a little bit. But the story is about two men who were both terminally ill, and they shared a hospital room. And both were really weak, and neither one of them could really get out of bed. But they shared that room, and their illness and their proximity had them talking to each other and becoming really, really close friends. And one of those men stood, his bed was by the window, and he would talking back and forth to the guy who couldn't see out the window. And the guy who couldn't see out the window would ask the man by the window, "Hey man, we're in this hospital room for so long. Tell me what you see out there." And the man would lift his bed up a little bit, and he would say, "Oh man, I see a beautiful skyline out there." The next day he'd do it again. "Hey man, tell me what you see out there." He'd say, "You know what, I see kids out there playing and couples out there walking and holding hands." And he would always tell the man who wasn't by the window all the beautiful things that he could see outside. Well, unfortunately, one day the man who was by the window succumbed to his illness, and he passed away. And the nurses were wheeling him out of the room and did their job and got him where he needed to go. And they were going to bring a new patient in. But before they did that, the man who was not by the window asked one of the nurses, "Hey nurse, could you please, when you get a chance, put me by the window so I can see what my friend would always tell me he could see?" The nurse said, "Sure thing." So eventually the nurse wheels the man by the window, and the man's able to lift his bed up and look out, and all he saw was a brick wall. And he says, Nurse, come back. This has to be wrong. My friend's telling me about all these beautiful people and skylines and skyscrapers and children and the greenery, and you have to remove this wall. What happened?" And the nurse said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "My friend, he used to tell me all about this stuff out there that he saw every day." The nurse said, "What? There's no way that's possible. You didn't know?" And he's like, "What do you mean I didn't know? I need you to remove this wall. Where's the view that I have been hearing about every day?" And the nurse said, "There's no way he could have saw that. He was blind. He probably only did that because he knew it made you feel better, even though he never saw it." That story makes me think. He did that just to make someone else feel better. Made someone else's day, even though he himself was in a bad situation on his own. What are you doing to make other people's day? Because you never know how your words, your actions, your thoughts can change the way another person views the world. Someone who couldn't see at all, is terminally ill, is trying to make another man's day by painting a picture that he could never see. What are you doing to make somebody's day better? That's all I have for you guys today. As always, I encourage each and every one of you to never miss an opportunity to get thanks or encouragement. Never miss a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody.